I just that first inning, I'm more impressed with Woodruff's performance. I mean, you know, I knew what I was getting into going into this outing. Those guys have been on a tear as a starting rotation, and to see him throw like 30 pitches in the first inning and have a little trouble commanding the zone, and then to see him dial it back in and end up getting 6 innings out of it, it's impressive. But I mean, I felt like I was matching him every step of the way. Two pitches that I wish I could have back just for the fact that they weren't pitches that I felt like I was executing very well tonight. Forcing away to a righty and a backdoor cutter to a lefty. And then the four seam away was to start off the at bat. I think I got it. I haven't looked back at it, but I think I got the pitch away. It was just a little bit elevated. The backdoor cutter was a chance for a strikeout where, not commanding that pitch as well as I would have liked to tonight. There was some hesitation in my mind of shaking and going to something else, but I trust Vic so much back there. And that's not to say this is any bit his fault at all, but I trust him back there. So there's plenty of times in the last handful of outings where I've gone to pitches that I don't feel the greatest with, but I trust that he sees something that I don't, and I just didn't execute those pitches very well. And it's more frustrating that that's the difference in the game right there, because I felt like I was unhittable tonight, and two mistakes on pitches that I didn't feel the greatest with. I wish I could have those back, but overall it was a good night. I felt like I threw the ball well. My defense played well behind me. We have good tempo, good momentum in the game. Just the two long balls that put us out of reach. Yeah, I want to see what we're made of. I mean, it's a good team. It was a fun series to watch. I wish I could have been a part of it this past series, but I took my notes down. It's tough with a lineup like that. They got some veteran experience, and their young guys play like veterans. So, I feel like it's very clear to see that we're the two top dogs in this league, and it's going to come down to who can execute more. We both have really talented teams, and really good approaches as a lineup, which is the biggest thing I see. You look at anytime I'm studying for a team, I always look for tendencies as a group. Are they an aggressive team? Are they a patient team? Will they chase with two strikes? Are they more patient with two strikes? All different kinds of things, and this team kind of covers every bit of it. So it's going to take a little bit more of a game plan of what we want to do and how we're going to manufacture, 3 times through the lineup, and be efficient with that. But my stuff feels good right now. It feels the best it's ever been. And I'll take my stuff against him any day of the week. So I'm ready to go. I'll adjust as I need to. I always have good game plans, and me and Vic talk about, 2 to 3 game plans. If this feels good, if it's working good, here's how we're going to pitch. If, that's not right, we're going to abandon that. We'll go to plan B, which is this. So I feel good, man. I feel really confident going into every outing that, the stuff that I'm throwing and that I go to the most is working really well. But if it doesn't work, we have, a backup plan that I feel just as confident in. So I think it's ultimately execution is what's leading to the more and more strikeouts. And, the slider is the one that it keeps coming by. But like I said, that's only good if you execute it. The one to Hira, I think late in the game in the 7th inning was a 2-strike slider where we thought about going fastball. We had thrown one of my, that 7th inning, I actually threw more fastballs, I feel like, than I threw in any other inning. And it felt like it was the best it had been all night, as far as like just the trueness of it and where I was able to locate it. We thought about going up again. We ended up going slider, and it was a little bit elevated. So I see that guys can get to the pitch when I don't execute it very well. So I've been able to do that really well, and I think that's what's been a big part of the success is just pure execution.
And then just a while ago, Jace Tingler said that Dinelson Lamet's going to start on Wednesday. What does that do for you guys to get him back?
Yeah, I'm fired. That's another solid arm that we're running out there. I haven't gotten to see the guy pitch in a game like competitively. I saw him in spring training for 1 inning, 2 innings at a time, which is, not a true evaluation of what you're getting in the pitcher. But I watched him last year. I see the excitement in my teammates that know he's coming back and what they're going to get. So honestly, I mean, I'm really excited to just get a true look at him, in a game in competition and, the game setting in a stadium full of people. I want to see how he works. And, talking to him, he's got a really good routine. He's got a really good plan for what he wants to do. I mean, he's very experienced for having, as little time as he does. I'm really excited to have him back up here with us and be able to learn a little bit from him and, he's got some pitches that are elite that I'm trying to, sharpen up. So being able to be with him on a regular basis is going to help me a lot too.